Hello. Happy hump day. Happy hump day. It's hump day, I think. What do people do on hump day? Why is it called hump day? Anyway, how is everybody and who's here and welcome? Welcome back. If Logan, how are you? Theo, Crater, hi. Hello, hello, and welcome. How's it going on this hump day? How's the weather where you guys are at? I don't even know if the sun. Did the sun come out today? I think it did. I'm on the East Coast in Canada, and it reminds me. I was born in England, in London, and it reminds me of the gloomy weather of London, which is funny. I never really minded the gloomy weather of London, but I do mind the gloomy weather of the East Coast. But I am thankful and grateful for everything and the stability that I do live in, because I could be living in a place that is constantly facing hurricanes, which I don't. Howdy, Jordan. Hello. How is everybody? Please like. I always forget. Please like. Please share. Please consider subscribing, because all the people who are very political are leaving this channel. They are mass exiting. They do not like spirituality. So I'd like not to go from, a somewhat big channel to like garbage. But it is what it is. I can't force people to listen to me or to get enlightened or whatever. It is what it is. But if you're not subscribed, I hope you consider subscribing. I try to do these live streams somewhere between once and 3 times a week. Hey, Ken. How are you? South Africa. Oh, wow. How is South Africa? How is the political situation there? Is it very unstable? Depends on where you're at, I find, in South Africa. But it was crazy a few years ago. It was just insane. Well, everywhere is crazy. Everywhere was crazy a few years ago. Yeah, please like, share, and subscribe. I have pinned, if you look at the top of the chat, you're gonna find my fundraiser. I do these live streams because I'm currently being sued, and I have a fundraiser going on to raise funds to hire a lawyer. So please consider sharing, please consider liking, please consider whatever you want to do, sending energy, however which way you choose. I am very grateful. The other link you're going to find up there is my Patreon, because I believe that people who regularly come on here would be probably most interested in joining and benefiting from my Patreon. So, there you go. There you have it. Dave, greetings from Lancaster. Hello. Turkey. Oh, 2 a.m. in Turkey. Why are you staying up late? You're being naughty. You should be tucked in bed. Very good, guys. How many people are here? 10, 12, somewhere between 10 and 12. It's funny. I see 6 and 3. I see 6 and 3. So I titled today's talk. I should have probably written some notes, but I didn't, because I find when I write my notes, I get too busy reading my notes, and I don't really pay attention to the insomnia. Yeah, you could definitely be in my Patreon and gain. Definitely, I used to struggle with insomnia. Because of I was kidnapped in Saudi Arabia, and it was a horrific experience, and I could never sleep because they would haunt me. The men that kidnapped me would haunt me. I would actually, not even nightmares; it was night terrors, and the fear that I would feel. I stopped sleeping because sleeping became a problem. It's where I would encounter the most horrific events that happened to me throughout my life. So I started weed. I started weed for a long period of time. I believe I was on weed for somewhere between 5 to 7 years, both like inhaling as well as eating it in order to sleep. And then I stopped. I spiritually woke up, and 2 years ago, my guides pretty much gave me a massive instruction to stop. And I could never, without my guides, I would have never been able to do it. And I'm off wheat and I sleep sound, and I don't have, I've had one nightmare in 2 years that is similar to what used to haunt me before. But now since I've been doing the internal work with my mind, I don't know why this turned into all this discussion about sleep and insomnia. But yes, you can do it, honey. You can definitely do it. Yeah, you can definitely overcome this, which is interesting because the topic of today, I titled it The Shadow. But I don't know if anybody here is interested in talking about the shadow. Let's just see where the discussion heads. I'm definitely open and game. I don't want to say I 100% understand the shadow, but I'm somewhere, I want to say, between 80 to 90% in understanding what the shadow aspect is and how to resolve it. I really know how to resolve it. I know that. I know that. And interestingly enough, today I actually sat down and I tried. Could you own a gun? And of course you can. We don't have these laws that you guys have. We don't have this. You can own as many guns as you want. I think they have to be registered or something, but half the time they're not. But Saudi Arabia is a very conservative country. It's very patriotic and it's very patriarchal. So we're big on guns. I mean, you see the royal people and the elites dancing and they're pointing their weapons in the sky and they shoot them. This is part of a dance. It's part of a celebration. In not just in Saudi Arabia, in many aspects of the Middle East and the Arab world. I've never seen people hate guns as much as I've seen in Canada. I know Americans love guns, not all, but I know Canadians hate the aspect of America that loves guns. And I'm like, yet you flooded your country with immigrants from the third world, where guns are kind of a must. I don't know. I think people are confused right now. But yeah, I titled this discussion The Shadow. So if anybody wants to talk about the shadow, let me know. I can definitely start diving into it, what it is. But what I would like, owning a gun as a female, yeah, you can own a gun as a female. I think the gun, I don't know. I haven't been in Saudi Arabia since all this progressive stuff happened. But uh, like the female when I was there usually was owned by a male. So if the male owned the gun, then the female owned the gun too. She had access to it at the very least. You have to understand that females were a non person in Saudi Arabia. So yeah, you have to know that I've been out of Saudi Arabia since it's been a while. And when I left, women were not acknowledged in any shape or form. So I wouldn't really know how to give you a proper answer. But given what I'm seeing, I would say yes. Probably yes. Women had access to guns when I was there. I don't know if it was legal or not. But being a woman was also kind of illegal, I guess, in Saudi Arabia. Yeah, ask me questions related to me right now, not to Saudi Arabia, which is where I'm not. But I do want to say yes. I don't know why. The overwhelming response I want to say is yes. I won't go look into this, by the way. I have no interest in finding out if women are allowed to own guns in Saudi Arabia. I'm here to talk about the shadow aspect. So if you have any questions for me regarding the shadow, let me know. Because I know there's a lot of people in here who are interested in the line of, well, the topics that I tend to cover. The shadow. Kind of like women in Saudi Arabia. We kind of look like shadows. The sound is okay, honey. You might want to use Google Chrome. I know a lot of times people who are not using Google Chrome struggle with the sound, but I can't control the volume from my end. It's pretty much good. It seems good. Yeah, seems okay. Yeah. What is the shadow? You don't know what the shadow is? The shadow is every aspect of you that you hate or have judged or are afraid of or don't like, and you hide that aspect of you from the world, and you are afraid. And you are afraid of that aspect being shown to people. That is your shadow. An example of your shadow is let's say when you were a little kid, you were fat. And other kids made fun of you, and nobody liked you, and the girls wouldn't go out with you, and your parents shamed you, and all of that, and you acquired all this sort of trauma and negativity over the fact that you were fat as a child. And you really couldn't control it, and you didn't know how to handle it, and you didn't have the proper knowledge or understanding. So, trauma happened in an emotional form, probably even mental. Now you're an adult. Let's say you're fit and you're very proud of your body. And you will find that you judge people who are fat. And that judgment that you're extending towards people who are fat, especially if it's severe, is an actual judgment of yourself that you are projecting onto others. So for me, let me give you an example. I was very young. Now, I have a lot of trauma. It's like literally trauma upon trauma. It's very hard to dissect my trauma and the trauma of people like me. But I was very skinny growing up, extremely thin, to the point that my mother would give me medication that would make me very drowsy during any time I took it. And nobody told me that, hello, hello. Like she would give me this medicine and she wouldn't tell me you have to go sleep, you're going to get drowsy. She would just leave me and I would start getting drowsy and I wouldn't understand what's happening. So I was very skinny, and I was judged by not only my family and my friends, I was made fun of. Everything you can imagine. Here in the West, they like women who are very skinny, or they used to at the very least. The West is going through a weird period right now where you guys are celebrating morbid obesity. Hi, KFH. Hi, honey. KFH donated to my fundraiser last night. It's always nice to wake up and see an email saying, yippee, somebody donated to your fundraiser. Thank you, KFH. Thank you. I'm very appreciative for your donation. So I was very skinny. And, oh, there goes the thumbs down. Got a thumbs down. Make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up so we can counter the thumbs down that I just got. So yeah, I was judged a lot by society, and the society that I grew up in, or in the Middle East, women who are skinny are not wanted for marriage. What? Mom probably gave you cod liver oil? I don't know, but it used to make me very sleepy. TZ Burton. Hi, TZ Burton. What was I saying? So yeah, like I was very skinny as a child. I grew up as a skinny teenager, and then in my 20s, I was also skinny. I didn't leave Saudi Arabia until I was 26. So I would go to all these, you're welcome. So I would go to all these wedding parties, and I I lived, like, I was very closed off. There was no internet. I really didn't have many friends. I was locked at home a lot. I was traumatized and abused a lot. This is starting to sound like a sob story, but I'm trying to explain the shadow, not to get a sob story going. But anyway, I didn't know much and I wanted to get married. I wanted, the only way for me to meet boys, that was okay by society was to get married or get engaged. And the way you would get engaged would be to go to these wedding parties. And there's something called khattaba. Khattaba is a woman like a matchmaker. They would attend these parties and they would choose the girls. So the girls would all have to go out and dance in front of, it was just women. There were no men, all women. So wedding parties in Saudi Arabia, in case you're wondering, were segregated. I don't know if they still are. They were segregated. The men were in one part, and then the women were in one part, and it was only the women's section that got to see the husband and the wife together. The men's section just would see the husband. They would not see the wife. And when the husband would come in to dance with his wife or whatever, all the women in the venue have to cover up. So I just wanted to share that little tidbit of weirdness with you. But it's funny, I would never cover up, and I was hated on, especially by brides, because they would feel like I was trying to steal their husband. But yeah, all the women that would get picked, or all the girls that would get picked, were very voluptuous women. Think Kim Kardashian. Yeah, maybe antidepressants, I don't know. But it was supposed to make me fat. It was supposed to increase my appetite and make me eat. But instead, it just made me sleepy. Instead of eating, I went to bed. So there's that. Um, so yeah, that kind of hurt. I was never selected ever. And then in university, the first 3 years of university were not clinical. I went into med school, and it was an all girls university. And again, there was a lot of matchmaker women. They would always go to these universities and sit during the admission time of the girls, and they would collect information from whichever girls, and I was never ever even looked at. And it just hurt. Like, I was very young. I didn't know what I wanted and what I didn't want. I wanted to be like the other girls. So my shadow was basically, this is a very long story for me to tell you that my shadow is a very skinny girl who is ugly and unwanted by society and laughed at by women and despised by men, not seen as marriage material. So that's my own personal shadow, which is why I went into so much detail. My shadow is also somebody who does not have hair, because when I was growing up, during the period of abuse that I went through, sorry, again, I'm not trying to be a sob story. I'm trying to talk about the shadow, and the shadow usually occurs from trauma. I lost my hair. I lost a big portion of my hair from the trauma. And the girls at school, and I couldn't speak about it with anyone. If I spoke, I was threatened at home that if I told anyone, hi, Sahara. Hi, Sahara. Thank you, Logan. Look at me now. Yeah, hi, Sahara. Welcome. Welcome. So I would envision, today I actually sat down. I'm very good at sketching, but I'm also very good at visualization. If you want to visualize your shadow, or if you want to know what your shadow is, visualize all the things. So I visualized a very skinny girl, not wanted by men, laughed at by her peers, who are girls, a reject in society, not marriage material, never going to have children, and she doesn't have hair. So envision this figure in front of you. That is the figure that you judge. That is the figure that you hate about yourself, and you probably hate it in others as well. We project, so we don't really know. So the guidance basically is, when you start doing, it depends on how you can go spiritual with this, you can go very scientific with this. The term is shadow work. Psychologically, it's called, well, it's actually, even if you, is it Carl Jung or Carl Jung? I don't know how you pronounce his last name. But you deal with that aspect of yourself by embracing it. by looking at it in the face. Again, it doesn't matter. Spiritual, psychology, they mesh. You envision it, you draw it out, and you accept it. You accept it, and you stop judging that aspect of you. And you'd be surprised how much it's going to resolve of issues that you have. Suddenly you won't have issues. You won't be so judgmental of people who are big. I'm not saying I'm talking outside of the craziness that is happening right now, where a morbidly obese woman eating slathering cake all over her face is on the cover of Vogue. Outside of that, you won't feel disgusted and repelled by women who are fat or men who are fat, and you won't refuse to date them. I'm not saying that that's a good thing or a bad thing. I'm saying that that judgment is going to dissipate, and it's going to alleviate a lot of pain inside of you. At the same time, let's say I lost all my hair now. I'm not going to tell you I'm going to be devastated, and I'm not going to be devastated, but it's not a fear anymore. It's not a fear anymore for me to lose my hair. Plus, there's so many wild extensions and wigs going on right now. It would kind of be fun. So the shadow aspect of you is every aspect that you hate about yourself and you judge. It's very important to understand that you judge it. The way I believe, what book am I reading? I don't even know what book I'm reading. I'm in so many books right now, and I'm gonna start reading Eckhart Tolle, New Earth, as well. I want to buy it, and I'm like, I need to take a step back with all the books. I've been doing yoga every morning, and I love it. Yes, yes, some beautiful, and yes, yoga is very good in opening up your chakra system, Sahara. You probably are engaging in a lot of poses that open up our chakras. If you watch my chakra videos in my Arabian Oracle channel, I usually end the chakra videos with the physical ways that you can open your chakras, and they include a lot of yoga poses. Hi, Roberto. Hello from Florida. I can't wait to go to Florida. I don't even know when that's going to happen. But yeah, talking about the shadow, instead of judging it, you should look at your shadow as a being. That's the book that I'm reading right now kind of advises that your shadow is its own being, and it's its own entity, and you hide it, you neglect it, you judge it, you hate it, you hide it. Kind of that little abused child that you used to be, which is essentially your shadow. Your shadow wants you to accept it, and it wants to be friends with you. You have to treat it like it was an entity on its own, like it was a being on its own, and stop with the judgment. We are so hard, we are so cruel towards ourselves, which is why you see right now all this projection happening in social media as well as in real life. It really has to stop. I posted a picture of myself, and again, I'm not trying to be it's not a sob story here. I don't have I actually have no friends. I lost them all during COVID, and it started way before then. It started when Trump won. But I've lost all my friends, and I don't really I guess I don't do anything anymore, and I don't have any examples outside of myself to share with you. So I can only use the example that is me, if you know what I mean. And I completely forgot what example it was that I was going to use. Has anyone read the book called 12 Rules in Life by Jordan Peterson? It's an amazing book. I have not read anything by Jordan Peterson yet. Jordan Peterson is probably the next person that I'm going to start picking up one of his books. I'm very interested in his mind, though I sometimes wonder if he carries awareness or not. Oh yes, I was going to talk about a picture that I posted on Facebook. The picture is also on my... Hello, Brandon. Hello. How is everyone? Good, good. Welcome, Brandon. I posted a picture of me in a tank top and a short. I work out every day. I've been on a very strong health kick since the beginning of the pandemic. And I'm very proud of my body. I'm an extremely body positive person. And I posted a picture of myself on Facebook. And I don't post a lot on Facebook. If you follow me on Facebook, you'll know that I don't post a lot. Because every time I post, people start biting. Bite, bite, bite. They start biting back. We are your friends. You are my friends. You are my support system. You are my community. I have to start somewhere. I have to start rebuilding, and this is what I'm doing after 3 years of silence, or 2.5 years of silence. I've come to understand who I am, and I'm rebuilding, which is why this channel is also bleeding a lot of subscribers. You should go follow my Instagram. I posted that picture. And I just posted it, and I said, is this what a witch looks like? Because a few days before, I was crapped on by some dude who called me a witch. I don't even know what a witch is, to be honest with you. I have no clue. It's funny because in my part of the world, people who believe in this garbage, we consider them crazy. So to come to the West and see people also believing in this, I'm like, oh dear. But anyway, I said, is this what a witch looks like? And now, don't get me wrong, the majority of the comments were extremely positive. But I got some lovely negative comments from women. And I didn't post it to get people. I don't post because for ego. I don't post to get the likes. I don't post to get the hearts. I don't go in and check who liked and who didn't like. I just post. I just like sharing stuff. But I looked and I'm like, whoa, it's I don't know, 300 likes or something. And I just was reading through the comments because I was fascinated. And I saw a woman who used to be a supporter. And she trashed she tore me to shreds. You're a cult member. You took the jab. You supported the mandates. You belong to a cult. Or do you have any regrets? Why do you feel the need to post pictures? Why do you feel the need to be sexy? These were literally her words. Why do you feel the need to be sexy? And I looked at the comments and I thought to myself, did she even read this? Did you even read this? Why do I need to be sexy? What woman doesn't want to be sexy? And I'm not needing anything. I am me. If that's how you perceive me, thank you. Thank you. But what is her shadow? What is her shadow that she is shitting on a woman and another woman, who's probably around her age, who looks good? What would her shadow be? That she needed to deflect that hard and that strong and literally try or attempt to tear another person down. Because, I don't know, she saw something in this picture. It's like the same people that watch my videos and they see a witch doing evil deeds. Apparently, I do toxic spirituality. My spirituality is very toxic. I'm like, okay, what happened? What's your Instagram? Oh, what is my Instagram? The Arabian Oracle. The _Arabian _Oracle. I think 1111. I don't know. Look at You think I know what my Instagram is? That's how much I'm on my Instagram. Yeah. The _Arabian _Oracle 1111. I think. I'm not sure. Give it a try. If it doesn't work, remove the ones. Sorry, I'm not really into social media anymore. And I'm getting off of Twitter. I'm done. I just post my stuff. I don't read Twitter anymore. I can't anymore. I can't with Twitter and the war that is happening in Canada. Talk about shadow. You want to see people's shadows? Go on Twitter. Everyone's projecting. Yeah. Everyone is... Brielle. Shadow work helped me a lot. I was also made fun of for being skinny. It's incredible to me how much Brielle... It's just... It's funny. It's like we're some sort of... We have some sort of sisterhood. Brielle. being skinny, but now I don't mind. I just own it and say, yeah, you are a ballerina. Exactly. Exactly. Let them, the people who are shaming you about being skinny, let them go do some of the dance moves that you do. Let's see how well they do, Brielle. You know, there's a saying in Arabic. I don't know if you know it, Brielle. I don't know what your background is, honey. But there's a saying in Arabic, and the saying is that they couldn't find anything wrong with a rose, so they shamed the rose for having red cheeks. That's the saying in Arabic. I don't know if it translates well to English or not. Oh, you did, Brandon? Nice photos. What is it, Brandon? Is it the Arabian Oracle 1111 or no? Or just the underscore Arabian underscore Oracle? I can't remember if there's a 1111 attached to it or not. Can't find your Facebook page? I have it. It's the Arabian Oracle. But the Facebook page that people shit all over me, I believe it's also the Arabian Oracle. One second. What is it? You have to add me as a friend because, no, it's Iman X Muslim. It's Iman X Muslim. Here, let me put. Oh. Let me put my Facebook so you guys can come and defend me from the people who shit all over me on Facebook. It's my private page, which is why I don't appreciate it. I'm like, do you go to people's homes and crap all over them and destroy their furniture? And why are people in my private Facebook page fighting with me? Go, leave. Why? How are you a friend? Yeah. Brielle. Oh my god, Brielle, you're funny. Yeah, that's my Facebook. Did you guys find my Instagram? You'd think I'd know. You'd think I'd know what my Instagram is. Ah. Is it not attached to my YouTube? It might be attached to my other YouTube channel. The Arabian Oracle. There. You might find it. But yeah, so that's pretty much what a shadow is. I don't know if this little conversation, it's like it went everywhere today. But I hope it helps. I really hope it helps. Now, if you want to work on your shadow and get it out and make friends with it and merge, when we say in the spiritual realm, especially when I do my oracle and tarot readings, we usually say integrating your shadow by shining the light. Shining the light on your shadow, shadow dissolves when the light shines. What that means is the light means the light of awareness. You shine the light. You shine the light of awareness onto your thoughts. That's how you stop allowing your thoughts to control you. You shine the light of awareness onto the aspects of you that you've judged in the past. And when you shine that light of awareness, you are telling your shadow or your shadow aspect, I see you. I'm ready to hear you. I'm ready to accept you. And as you do that, especially if you look at it as an entity of its own or a being or a little child, you eventually become one with your shadow aspect. You merge with it. And when you do that, the amount of power, the amount of resolve that comes to you is incredible. It is incredible. And if you practice this enough, you will feel it. You will feel the shift happen inside of you, especially in cases of stage fright, or if you have to talk in public or in front of a large group, or if you're shy to go up to a pretty girl and ask her out. Suddenly, it's almost like what's the term? It's the higher force. It's a higher force that comes and takes over because you've accepted that aspect of yourself and you've made peace with it and you've stopped judging it. So a higher force begins to appear and operate through you, and suddenly you become a very powerful, powerful speaker. that people chase and admire and look after and want to listen to. So there's lots of shadow workbooks on Amazon. I don't know which one works for you. You can just go on Amazon and search shadow workbook. I have a few. I finished them all, and I'm like, I like this so much. I'm gonna start my own shadow workbook. So now I journal. I journal, and I immediately begin to do my shadow work whenever I journal. So yeah, ignore all the negative energy. Yeah. So that's, I believe, what I wanted to talk about today with regards to the shadow. I would highly encourage you to. We all have a shadow. Nobody doesn't have one. Nobody. Nobody. If you live on this planet, if you are a human being, you have a shadow. What I would advise you, a lot of us don't even know what it is. We're just operating. We're operating, we're on autopilot. But I would highly recommend that you start doing shadow work. You're going to thank me. You're going to come back here after a few months and you're going to say, thank you, you witch, for talking about the shadow. Sorry. Well, happy birthday. Happy birthday, Brandon. So, yeah. So, how many minutes? What's happening? Everyone's chatting with each other, and I'm just blabbering. 15, 15. 1 5 plus 1 5. What's that? 1 plus 5 is 6. 1 plus 5 is 6. 6 plus 6 is 12. 1 plus 2 is 3. Tesla numbers. Tesla numbers. Yeah. Anything else? Does anybody have any question for me? Do you want me to talk about anything else? I've kind of, I think I've covered everything with regards to the shadow. I told you what it is. I gave you some sob story examples about what the shadow is. I told you how to integrate with your shadow, and I told you where to go to get some workbooks to do that. You guys. Brielle, I know you want another reading. You and KFH, you both want another reading. And I promise you, as soon as the second court date is done, I have 2 court dates back to back in early February. So as soon as that's done, I'm going to message you guys and try to get your reading over with before my next court date. But please do like, please do share, please do consider, giving me some energy. Donating would be great if that is what you choose to do. The fundraiser has been very quiet, very quiet. It's, I don't want to say it has stalled, but we'll see. We'll see where all this heads. Because I'm not going to get upset. What I believe that my life is unfolding the way it's supposed to unfold. And if the fundraiser target does not reach its goal, then I guess I'm not meant to have a lawyer. That's where I'm going to leave it. I can't even get upset about it. I can't. I can't. I'm not done work yet. Need something to listen to for 15 minutes. Just keep talking. Jordan, well, you gotta give me something to talk about. Yes, Brielle. And you know what, Brielle? Only today I saw your message to me on Instagram. You sent me a beautiful, my God, you're a beautiful, beautiful young woman. Absolutely stunning young woman. She sent me a picture of herself and she's like, Merry Christmas. What a sweet, sweet girl you are, Brielle. You touched my heart. I just saw it today. And I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe I don't check anything. Like, I work for people that I do meditation videos for, and they pay me, and they're trying to get a hold of me on social media, and I don't know. I'm like in some different reality. Nobody can get a hold of me. It's really hard. So I would strongly encourage. It seems like the only people who can get a hold of me are the people in my Patreon, and you guys here. But I hope people don't get upset. But I do know that they do, especially on my Facebook. There was one day I just looked at the messages, thousands, thousands of messages on Facebook. I can't. I can't. I do not have the time to sit down and read these. I almost need to hire someone. You know. So I apologize. I'm not being a snob. I'm not being difficult to reach. I'm not. I reserve my time because it's limited to the people who need me the most, and for me, that is the people in my Patreon. Uh, or extremely supportive human beings. Because when I do spend a minute posting something on social media, I get attacked. Yeah, or people misunderstand my post and accuse me of this and accuse me of that. So my Patreon is my safe place, is where I can express myself, and there are people who are extremely like-minded, who are not judgmental. There was only one judgmental person that joined my Patreon, and he quickly left. So yeah, no, I'm very, very content with the way my life is going. I would just like this court case to disappear completely out of my life, and I pray every day to the universe to make it go away, or to resolve it for me in a shape and form that does not affect me negatively. I know the universe has my back, so we'll see. Yeah. Did it? Brielle? Did you buy it? It's super expensive. I can't afford it right now. I need it. I need it because my hair is crazy and the weather is crazy here. But it's expensive. Moroccan oil? My gosh, like one what's it called? The what is it? The cream? Curl cream? It's like $45. Now, yes, my hair looks amazing. Oh my god, my hair. My hair looks amazing in it. But holy, you need a budget. I need a budget for my hair. But I'm happy. That's very good. That's very good. I'm very. You have beautiful hair anyway. You don't need product, I don't think. But product definitely does help. Yeah. Yeah. Do you have, Jordan, do you have crystals? I like the idea of crystals. Have hands full of them laying. Oh, yeah, I have crystals. I have crystals, but I'm very aware. I've already been labeled a witch because I do tarot and oracle. I don't even know what people are going to do if I start pulling out crystals. There are a few videos in my channel that I use crystals, but I do want to buy an entire collection of crystals from Etsy. I do need a budget for it. Maybe I'll put it on a wish list somewhere on my Ko-fi or something, and and we'll see. But crystals definitely aid in readings. Their energy comes through in videos. They can even help people, choose a specific oracle deck or a specific tarot deck during the readings, because some people are drawn to specific colors or specific stones. So crystals are definitely next. Definitely next. But I recently, with the support of someone here, I was able to purchase a crystal Merkaba pyramid. And I did a lovely video, and I'm going to do more. I did a sound healing video using the crystal Merkaba pyramid, and it was incredible. It was incredible, absolutely incredible. It's I think, what's the term for it? It's two triangles interlocked. What shape would that be? Tetrahedron. Tetrahedron, I think. It's essentially the Star of David, which is the Jewish star, but shaped into crystals. It was very expensive. I believe it cost me, thank you to the person who donated, over $200, plus shipping. So the healing frequency that comes out of that is absolutely magnificent. It might not be very pleasant to the ears, but it stimulates something within you. It definitely brings awareness in you. It gives rise to spirit within you. It's that powerful, especially if you're in touch with yourself. So yeah, I do have that one, and I recently also purchased over Christmas. Somebody got me something that I had requested. It's the tank drum or the tongue drum. So I do have a few videos. I think I used one video so far in Patreon using the tank drum, but I can definitely do more. I'd like to populate my Patreon. When there's people in there, I get inspired. Oh, I gotta do this video. Oh, I gotta do that video. Yeah. So yeah. Hi, Kogito. It said in the message. Oh. Oh, really? This is an ergonite. This is an ergonite. I don't know if you can see it, but it has the spiral of life. It has the spiral of life in copper in the back. And that's always on me. It's ergonite. You guys should look up ergonite and how it was used in early medicine to heal ailments, including cancer. Yeah. Ergonite. This is the infinity symbol, which is my life path number. My life path number is the number 8. And I'm the Fool as well as the High Priestess in tarot. So the Fool is represented by the infinity symbol. So yeah. 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 The triangles, the Merkaba. Yeah. Yeah, Merkaba. You look up Merkaba. Go Google Merkaba, Merkaba crystal, or just Merkaba and read about it. It has a very strong significance in spirituality. And I believe Nikola Tesla was alluding towards the Merkaba. I wish Nikola Tesla was alive now. I would love to sit and meet the man and have a long discussion with him. Yeah. Yeah. So, what are we doing? 47 minutes. Not bad. Not bad. So yeah, if you guys want to look at crystals and all of that, consider joining my Patreon. I think that video with the crystals is in all 3 tiers. I believe so. So thank you. Thank you for listening to me rant once again. A successful live stream. And I didn't have any chakra teas today. No chakra tea today. So guys, bye Brandon. Have a good evening, my dear. We'll see you soon. I'll try to do another live stream maybe Friday. Friday? We'll see. Please like, share, and subscribe, guys. We're gonna wrap it up. Let's do, what do we have? Applause. Thank you, guys. Thank you for always showing up. Thank you for your energy. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your support. I hope to see you again. I'll make sure to schedule the next live stream. If you want a specific topic discussed, instead of me picking them at random, shoot me a message. All right, guys. Have a lovely evening, and thank you so much for tuning in. I will be seeing you very, very soon.